Hey viewers, if you're having trouble downloading videos from Canva online, then hopefully my video can help you. Now I've read many posts on various forums and watched lots of useful videos. Unfortunately, nothing worked for me. I finally figured it out, so I thought I'd share it with you just in case this happens to you. Now I first started experiencing download issues about a week ago. Now unfortunately, or fortunately, depends on which way you look at it, Canva seemed to have resolved it, and so I'm not going to be able to show you the error in real time. However, it should look a little bit like this. So you'll get the progress bar, and then at some point it will fail, and you'll see this failed message on this side. Now there are a number of videos on this topic already, but I'll briefly go over the suggestions I've tried just in case you missed any. Now the first few are fairly straightforward. So number one, clear browser cache and cookies. Number two, try a different browser. Number three, there could be an issue with your internet connection. So run a speed test just to verify that everything is okay. Number four, check for any corrupt layers in Canva. Click on your background and then up the top, select position. And then come over to the left and click on layers. And you'll see a list of layers here. You may not have as many as I do. Scroll down and look for any blank ones because they could potentially be corrupt. If there are any, you can just click on the three dots here and delete. Then try and download and see if that resolves the issue. Now number five, the length of your video may affect the download. So if it's quite long, consider splitting it. Then download each part separately, and if they all work, you could use a free tool such as MKV Toolnix to merge them back together. And finally, number six, this is what worked for me, and that was to check each element that I'd added to the video, such as text or graphics, and try and identify which one of those was causing the issue. It was a little tedious, but in the end, I found that it was caused by this particular graphic. Seems quite harmless, but it came down to the animation that I'd set for it. Now I'll go through the process that I used to identify the culprit. In your case, it's most likely going to be a completely different element and property that caused the issue. However, you can still apply the same approach. Now the first thing you want to do is make a copy of your video, or you could even use a blank video, and go to that, click on the background, and then select position. As we did before, you come over to the layers and then select the first layer, left click on it, hold shift and scroll all the way to the bottom, excluding the actual video itself. Click on that one and then hit the delete key. So now you should have no elements in the copy. Go over to your original, click on the background, click position, back over to layers. Now, what we want to do is copy a few of the layers over to the backup. Now, if you have many of them, like I have, you might want to do perhaps 3 or 4 at a time. If you don't have many, then just do one at a time. So left click, let's say 3, and then copy. Go over to the copy, just click anywhere and paste. All right, now, if you don't get any errors, go back to the original and select the next set, okay? Copy, come back over and just paste them anywhere. And you want to keep repeating this until you see an error. As I mentioned earlier, it seems that Canva resolved the issue before I was able to record the video, so I can't show you the error in real time, but you may see something like this. Now, it's not going to appear here, it's going to appear under this blue header right up the top with a message that says something like this. It looks like your design includes images with edits that have failed. To download your design, try turning off or reapplying the edits on these images. So once you see this error, you know that one of the elements that you just pasted is causing the issue. So go back to the original If you're only doing one at a time, then you know which one was the culprit. If you're doing multiple, you'll need to copy and paste each one of those individually until you identify which of those was causing the issue. Now, before trying to work out what is particular about this element that's causing the download to fail, I would go back to the original video, delete the element, and try and download the video. If it works, you know that this is the only element causing the issue. If it fails, then you have to repeat copying and pasting a set of elements until you find all elements that produce the error. Now that you've identified all the elements that are causing the download to fail, you need to go through each one individually to identify what property, style, effect, or even a font is causing the issue. So for example, let's say this baseline animation may be causing an issue. So I'll remove the animations altogether, select the element, copy, and paste it into the backup. Now, if I get the error again, then I know it's not related to animations as I've removed them altogether. If I don't get the error, well, then I can go back and select a different one. But I'll try it again and make sure that this animation doesn't cause an issue. So copy, back to the backup and paste. This time, if I don't get the error, this is good to go. So I'll keep that animation. So now you want to repeat the same process with all the elements that you identified as causing an issue. Now, if you get to a point where you can't work out why a particular element is causing the download to fail, then the only choices are to delete the element altogether and go without it, or use an alternative. Well, that wraps it up. Hope you found this useful. If you did, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future videos. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.